Good morning, students. Very good morning. Today, we are continuing, that is human physiology, neural control and coordination in third class. Already 2 classes are completed. The third class, what is the neural control and coordination system? The neural control and coordination system. Today, we are going to talk about. Today, we are going to discussing about the human neural system. The human neural system means the brain and spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord. It is consist of nervous tissue. The nervous tissue means it is a group of cells. The group of cells means the nervous tissue consists of millions of the cells. Millions of the cells. What is the cell indicate? Nerve cell. It is known as a neuron. We are going to talk something about. Today, we are going to talk something about. We are going to discussing about the structure of neuron, the structure of nerve cell. Today, we are going to discussing about the structure of neuron or structure of nerve cell. Structure of neuron or nerve cell. Structure of neuron or nerve cell. You know, today we are going to discussing about. Today we are going to discussing about neuron. Today we are going to discussing about neuron. This neuron here also indicate nerve cell. It is also indicate nerve cell. It is also indicate nerve cell. It is also indicate nerve cell. The neuron, it is a structural and functional unit of the neural system. Is a structural and functional structural and functional unit of the, it is a structural and functional unit of the nervous system. It is a structural and functional unit of the nervous system. It is a structural and functional unit of the nervous system. It is a structural and functional unit of the nervous system. If you observe the lungs, what is the structural functional unit? Alveoli. If you observe the kidneys, nephron, structural and functional unit of the nervous system. And is the excretory system. Locomotion and movement, muscular system. What is the structural function unit? Sarcomere. In the similar way, in the nervous system, the human body of the brain and spinal cord, what is the structural and functional unit of the nervous system? Neuron or nerve cell. How many neurons are present in the brain and spinal cord? The millions of the neurons are present. The millions of the neurons are present. This neuron or nerve cell, it is the microscopic structure. The neuron or nerve cell, it is a microscopic structure. What is the structure? Microscopic structure. It is the microscopic structure. It is the microscopic structure. If you observe the neuron or nerve cell, it is look like a tree shape. What is the shape of the neurons? Always tree shape. What is the shape? Tree shape. What is the shape of the neurons or nerve cell? It is the tree shape. And also, what is the function? What is the function of this neuron or nerve cell? They will send message to the whole body parts. They will travel. They will send they will give the information. They will send information to the whole body parts. The whole body parts, they can respond because of the neurons. Because of the neurons. For example, the physiological activities like digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion, locomotion and movements, these all activities are muscular activities. These all activities are breathing activities. These all activities because of the neurons. Because of the neurons. These neurons, what is the main function of the neurons? They will send message to the whole body parts. Whole body parts. If you observe the neuron structure, if you observe the neuron structure, if you observe the neuron structure, if you observe the neuron structure. If you observe the neuron structure, 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 the neuron or nerve cell, it is always looks like a, it is always looks like a, it is looks like a tree shape. It is always 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 looks like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell, the neuron or nerve cell is always looks like a tree shape. It is always looks like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell, it is looks like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell, this looks like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell, it is looks like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell, this looks like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell, this looks like a tree shape. The neurons or nerve cells, it look like a tree shape. It look like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell looks like a tree shape. The neuron or nerve cell looks like a tree shape. If you observe the neuron structure, if you observe the neuron structure, the neuron or nerve cell, it is consist of three parts. The neuron or nerve cell, the neuron or nerve cell, the neuron or nerve cell consist of neuron or nerve cell consist of three parts. Neuron or nerve cell is consist of three parts. What is the first part of the neuron or nerve cell? It is nothing but dendrites. What is the first part? Dendrites. What is the second part? The second part of the neuron or nerve cell is nothing but cell body. What is the second part? Cell body. The cell body are also known as a soma. The soma are also known as a cyton. What is the other name? Cyton. What is the other name? Perikaryon. 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 What is the third part? What is the third part? Axon. What is the third part? Axon. What is the first part of the neuron? What is the first part? Dendrites. What is the second part? Cell body. The cell body are also known as a soma. The soma are also known as a cyton. The cyton are also known as a perikaryon. What is the third part? Axon. What is the third part? Axon. Coming to the first one, dendrites. What is the first part? 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 Dendrites. It is the first part of the, it is the first part of the, it is the first part of the, it is a nerve cell or neuron. What is the second part? What is the second part of the, what is the second part of the, what is the second part of the, what is the second part of the neuron and nerve cell? What is the second part? Cell body. What is the second part? Cell body. The cell body are also known as a cyton. The cyton are also known as a soma. The soma are also known as a perikaryon. 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 Okay, the perikaryon means the central body is consist of single nucleus. Central body consists of single nucleus. Central body consists of single nucleus. Coming to the, what is the next part? What is the next part? It is known as the axon. What is the third part? 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 No. It is the axon. What is the third part? Axon. What is the first part? The neuron or nerve cell. Any nerve cell, any neuron, it is consist of three main parts. What is the first part? Dendrites. What is the next part? Cell body or soma or cyton or pericardium. It is nothing but axon. What is the third part? Long part. It is the longest part. It is the axon. The length of the each neuron, the length of the nerve cell, 90 into 100 centimeters. What is the length of the neuron? Length of the neuron, 90 centimeters into 100 centimeters. It is very length. The length of the neuron, 90 centimeters into 100 centimeters. 90 centimeters into 100 centimeters. Coming to we are going to discussing about the each and every part of the neuron or nerve cell. First one is known as the dendrites. What is the meaning of the dendrites? These are the branched structures. They are arised from the cell body. They are arised from away from the cell body. Efferent division. The dendrites always. Efferent division. Away from the cell body. Efferent division. The dendrites are always away from the cell body. That's nothing but efferent division. Away from the cell body. These are the branched structures. The number of the branches. They are arised from the cell body. Coming to the second one. What is the second one? What is the second part of the cell body? Cyton or soma or pericardium. It is consist of single nucleus. The cell body it is consist of single nucleus. It is consist of single nucleus. It is consist of each nerve cell, the center of the cell body, the center of the cyton, the center of the soma, the center of the pericardium. It is consist of how many nucleus? Single nucleus. And also the cyton. Cyton means cell body. Inside the cell body, this cell body, it is consist of cytoplasma. The cell body, it is consist of cytoplasma. Inside the cell body, it is known as inside the cytoplasma, inside the nerve cell. The nerve cell body, it is consist of cytoplasma. This cytoplasma, it is known as neuroplasma. The neuroplasma means cytoplasma of the cell body. The cytoplasma of the axon. Is known as exoplasma. It is the cytoplasma of the axon. Don't confuse. Cytoplasma of the cell body is known as neuroplasma. Cytoplasma of the axon. The cytoplasma of the axon, it is known as exoplasma. The cytoplasma of the axon, it is known as exoplasma. Exoplasmas. Coming to the next one. This neuroplasma are the cytoplasma of the cell body. It is consist of different cell organelles. Different cell organelles. It is consist of different cell organelles. Okay, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, ribosomes. These all different types of cell organelles present in the present in the neuroplasm, and also this cytoplasma consists of small granules. This cytoplasma also consists of small granules. This cytoplasma consists of the small granules. These granules are nothing but, this consists of small granules. Cytoplasma consists of the small granules. This granules is known as, this small granules is known as a Nissels granules. What is the granules? Nissels granules. What is the granules? Nissels granules. The cytoplasma, the small granules present in the this neuroplasma or cell body of the cytoplasma. These small granules, it is known as a Nissels granules. Nissels granules means these are the fragments of rough endoplasmic reticulum. What is the composition of the Nissel granules? Ribosomes. What is the composition? Ribosomes plus endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes plus endoplasmic reticulum. It is nothing. Nissel granules are nothing but these are the fragments of rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are the fragments of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Fragments of rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are the fragments of rough endoplasmic reticulum. These Nissel granules are present in the cell body as well as dendrites. Nissel granules are present in the cell body as well as dendrites. Nissels granules. It is the Nissels granules. Nissels granules, it is located cell body as well as dendrites. Cell body as well as dendrites. The Nissels granules present in the cell body as well as dendrites. Cell body, the Nissels granules are located cell body as well as, it is very important, cell body, they are located in the cell body as well as dendrites. They are present in the cell body as well as dendrites. They are present in the cell body as well as dendrites. And also the shape of the nerve cell. It is maintained by the neurofibril proteins. What is the name? The shape of the neurofibrils. What is the name? Neurofibrils. These neurofibrils to maintain the shape, to maintain the structure, to maintain the shape and to maintain the structure and shape. Structure and shape is maintained by the neurofibrils proteins. The neurofibrils proteins, they maintain the shape and structure of the nerve cell. Shape and structure of the nerve cell. Coming to the next important part is known as axon. What is the third part? Axon. What is the third important part? Axon. What is the third part? Axon. What is the third important part of the nerve cell? Axon. What is the third important part? Axon. Okay, now the third important part is known as axon. What is the third important part? Axon. What is the third important part of the? What is the third important part? It is known as the axon. What is the third important part? Axon. What is the third important part? Axon. It is the long fiber. It is the long thread. It is the along the thread. It is the along the thread. It is the long thread. See once here, the axons, the starting part of the axon, the starting part of the axon, the starting part of the axon, the starting part of the axon. It is known as axon iliac. Axon iliac. Axon iliac. The starting part of the axon is known as axon iliac. It is the sensitive part of the sensitive. It is the sensitive part. It is the sensitive part of the. It is very sensitive part of the. They will generate nerve impulse. Once the dendrite, they receive the nerve signal, they will send into the cell body. After they will send into the axon iliac. Axon iliac to axon. Axon to synaptic nodes. Axon to synaptic nodes. Coming to the axon. Coming to the axon. If you observe the axon, the axons are covered. The axons are covered to the axons. The axons are covered to 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 the axons are wrapped. The axons are surrounded by the myelin sheath. 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 The axons are covered to the myelin sheath. But some of the axons, they are not covered to the myelin sheath. Some of the axons, they are not covered. Some of the neurons, they are not covered to the myelin sheath also. See, this axon, it is covered with the help of myelin sheath. What is the sheath? Myelin sheath. See here, this one. The axolemma. What is it? Axolemma. What is it? Axolemma. What is the first? Axolemma. After the axolemma, what is the next part of the next one? What is it? What is the see here? This is the axoplasma. Axoplasma. That is the cytoplasma of the axon. Cytoplasma of the axon. This axon, it is covered with the axon. It is covered with myelin sheath. 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 Again, this myelin sheath. It is covered with this myelin sheath. This myelin sheath is covered by the myelin sheath is covered by the myelin sheath is covered by the, see here, it is the myelin sheath. Coming to the next one, after the myelin sheath, see here, it is nothing but neurolemma. What is the part? Neurolemma. What is the part? Neurolemma. Inside the neurolemma, the cytoplasma of the neurolemma. It is the neurolemma. It is nothing but Schwann cells. What is a cell? Schwann cells. Schwann cell. What is the function of this Schwann cell? This Schwann cell produce myelin sheath. What is the function of the Schwann cell? Schwann cell produce myelin sheath. This Schwann cell produce myelin sheath. What is the first part? Neurolemma. What is the first one? Neurolemma. What is the second one? After the neurolemma, so it's second one, Schwann cell. What is the third one? Myelin sheath. What is the third one? Myelin sheath. What is the next one? It is the axolemma. What is the next one? Fourth one. It is the fifth one. What is the fifth one? Axoplasma. Outside to the inside. What is the first one? Neurolemma. It is the outer membrane of the axon. It is the plasma membrane of the axon. Again, this neurolemma, it is filled with the cytoplasm. This cytoplasm consists of Schwann cells. This Schwann cell nucleus, this one, the Schwann cell nucleus. The Schwann cell nucleus. Schwann cell nucleus. The Schwann cell produce myelin sheath. The Schwann cell produce myelin sheath. The Schwann cells produce myelin sheath. What is the use of this myelin sheath? Myelin sheath is nothing but phospholipids. Myelin sheath is nothing but phospholipid. Myelin sheath is nothing but phospholipid. Phospholipid. What is the function of this myelin sheath? What is the function of this myelin sheath? What is the function of, what is the necessary for the myelin sheath is protected, covered by this axon to prevent. What is the function of? To prevent leakage the ions. To prevent the leakage the ions. The ions are not movement, they are not leakage. Once this myelin sheath is protected, myelin sheath is covered by the axon, means the ions are no leakages of the ions. No leakages of the ions. They will protected, they will covered, they wrapped around the axon. That is the function of the myelin sheath. Coming to the next part. See here, if you observe the gap located between the one neurolemma fiber to the other neurolemma fiber. This gaps. What is it? This gap is nothing but is known as node of Ranvier. What is that gap? Node of Ranvier. What is the function of this node at Ranvier? The myelin sheath is absent. Myelin sheath is absent. Only myelin sheath is absent, but the Schwann cell present. What is the function of this node of Ranvier? It is helpful for the conduction of the saltatory ions. It is helpful for the saltatory conduction. What is it? Saltatory conduction means the ions jump from the, see here, the ions jump from the one node of the Ranvier to the other node of the Ranvier. The ions jump from the ions jump from the one node of the Ranvier to the other. One node of Ranvier to the other node of Ranvier. The ions jump from the one node of the Ranvier to the other node of the Ranvier. It is known as a saltatory conduction. What is the meaning of saltatory conduction? The ions means saltatory means ions, sodium, potassium. These all ions jump from the one node of the Ranvier to one node of the Ranvier, means it is indicated scientist's name. The small nodes means no myelin sheath. The myelin sheath is absent. Another myelin sheath is absent. The ions are jumped into the one node of the Ranvier to the other node of the Ranvier is known as saltatory conduction. The ions jump from the one node of the Ranvier to the other node of Ranvier. Other node of the Ranvier. Okay, coming to the next one. After this axon, the axon terminals. After the axons, it is nothing but this axon endings. These are the axon terminals. These are the nothing but axon terminals. What is the name? Axon terminals. These are the axon terminals. Are nothing but axon endings. These axon endings are also known as synaptic node. It's known as a synaptic node. This synaptic knob are also known as axon terminals. Axon terminals. These are located end of the axon. It is known as axon terminals, are also known as synaptic knob, are also known as axon terminals. Axon terminals. These are nothing but axon terminals are synaptic knobs. What is the name? Synaptic knob. Synaptic knob. What is an axon terminals are also known as synaptic knob. It looks like the small knob-like structures. Knob. The synaptic knobs. These synaptic knobs consist of synaptic vesicles. Synaptic knobs consist of synaptic vesicles. Synaptic knobs okay. These synaptic knobs consist of synaptic vesicles. Synaptic vesicles. These synaptic vesicles are filled with the synaptic vesicles are filled. Synaptic vesicles are filled with the synaptic vesicles are filled with the synaptic vesicles are filled with synaptic vesicles are filled with the synaptic vesicles are filled with neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters. Example: acetylcholine. What is the example? Acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter. These are the synaptic knobs. These synaptic knobs are filled with synaptic vesicles. These synaptic vesicles are filled with neurotransmitters. Synaptic vesicles are filled with neurotransmitters. These are the synaptic knob. These are the indicated synaptic vesicles. These synaptic vesicles are filled with neurotransmitters. These synaptic vesicles are filled with neurotransmitter. If you observe the neuron cells never divide. The neuron cells are it is the absence of the division. For example, if you observe in our body cells, any body cell, you can take any body cell, easily divide. For example, new red blood cells are formed, new white blood cells are formed, new bone cells are formed, new eye cells are formed, new skin cells are formed. Per day, many cells are going to death, and also formation of the new cells are arise. But exception, the nerve cell, the neuron cell, they are not divided. The main reason is the neuron cells, they are not divided. The no division of the neuron cell. No divide of the nerve cell. No division of the nerve cell. What is the reason? Okay, no divide of the nerve cell. No division. Division is absent. The main reason is once the neuron cell is damaged, it is continuously damaged. They are not arise. They are not formation of the old cells. They are not formation of the new cells. For example, any RBC cells, the old red blood cells are going to die means new red blood cells are formed per day, per second, per minute also. Millions of the red blood cells are formed. 1 to 1.5 millions of the red blood, 5 to 5 millions of red blood cells. Human body, it is separated from the male and female. The white blood cell, you can take any cell. But once the neuron cells are damaged, they are not going to the divide. They are not formation. Once the neuron cell damaged means it is only damaged. Okay, no formation of the cells. The main reason is no divide of the nerve cell, no division, because the neuron cells they are not divided. Neuron cells are not divided. The main reason is centrioles. Cell organelles are absent. Centriole cell organelles are absent. These centrioles are present in the cytoplasm of the each and every body of the cell. Whenever these centrioles are present in the cytoplasm of the each and every body of the cell, they are continuously divided. These centrioles are absent. Here, the neuroplasma, the centrioles are absent. Whenever the centrioles are absent, they are not participated into the division. That's why the neuron cells That's why your neuron cells, you're always protected. You're always protected in the beautiful manner. Once we are addicted, any alcohol, any drugs, we are using any drugs means the nerve cells also damages. Once the nerve cells are damaged means they are not formation of the new nerve cells, new neurons. The main reason is centrioles are absent. The centriole cell organelles are absent in the nerve cell. They are present in the all cells. Once the centrioles are present in the all cells means they are continuously divided. Once the centrioles are absent means the nerve cell does not consist of does not consist of centrioles. Once the centrioles are absent, the nerve cells are died. Thank you very much.